You've been messing up everything. It was Agatha all of do 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 do. Greetings and salutations. Hi. I moved out of home. So if people watch my reading vlogs, which I think are, you know, they're my videos that do the best, so I assume anyone watching this probably also watches the reading vlogs. I mentioned a lot in like the last Hero and the Sun Neptune ones that they were taking a long time to make because my life was kind of really hectic and I had a lot going on at the time, which made it hard to film and create. And what was going on was I was getting ready to move out of home. Hi, I'm speaking to you from my apartment. It's been a really stressful situation, I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely still adjusting to everything that's happening, and I'm aware that like for the most part this is a good thing. This has been put in motion and I moved out, and it happened very, very quickly, basically just because my psychologist decided that was it. In order for me to have any improvements happen on my mental health and for me to get better in any capacity, in any amount, I needed to be moved out of my home situation, which I am grateful for, and I'm sure that will lead to some nice things, but at the moment it's very stressful and scary. So I apologize if just while I unpack and get all of that done, if content is still slow. But something that's exciting about the fact that I've moved out of home is that I can make a lot more content. I can film the reading vlogs quicker, and I can post more on TikTok, and I can stream more, and I can do all of that, and that's exciting. But yeah, as a whole it's a very, very scary situation, kind of because it didn't really feel like a decision I made. It felt like a decision that was made for me, and while I do know that it's for the best, it's a big thing, and when it doesn't feel like you made that step yourself, it's scary. It's scary. I know people are gonna ask, so I'll do an apartment tour once it's all set up. I've still got, like, I moved in like 2.5 days ago, so I've still got boxes everywhere, and like, you know, most things are still, it's not ready to be seen, but I've got my bookshelves, so that's where we are today, because it's like the only thing I've finished unpacking. I've mentioned a lot about how my family situation and my home life wasn't the healthiest and how it was quite abusive, and there's a lot of factors that come into my mental health being in the state that it's in, but that was a huge part of it. So it's really odd to have been removed from that, and I now feel this like giant pressure on myself to like immediately be better and feel better, which is completely unfair because that's not how it works. I need to give myself time. It's just a really odd feeling, and it's been a very overwhelming process, and I'm very overwhelmed by all of it. It's a lot. The only way I'm really coping with it is by using this stupid fucking metaphor where I feel like me moving out as the equivalent of me leaving my tower, like Rapunzel. The only way I'm coping. But I don't really have that much to say about this. I just wanted to like give you guys an update on where I've been, what I've been doing, and just a heads up for another couple weeks maybe that content might be slow, but after that you can hold me accountable and expect more from me. I've been struggling with it. It's a lovely thing, but at the same time it's a very like isolating thing to kind of move out of home a little bit, because I'm already like, and have been for a long time, and this is why that push and that move to move actually finally happened, was just like I've been really struggling for a long time. And what comes along with that is because when I struggle I really isolate myself from people, which is very toxic, and I shouldn't do it, but I genuinely, like, it's all I can do, it's all I know how to do. I try not to, but me trying is still me massively pulling away. It just means that I don't cut off communication completely, but because of that I feel so like cripplingly alone, which is a very fun time. And that's not to say that people aren't trying to reach out and trying to be there for me, because they are. I just don't know how to let them be there. I feel like just a burden all the time, and I don't, you know, I have a lot of self-esteem issues where, especially right now, I can't actually comprehend the idea of people wanting to spend time with me or wanting to actually be there for me, or the concept that people can actually like me and enjoy my company. It just doesn't commute right now. So it's this weird thing where I can't accept people being there for me because I feel like they're just doing it out of obligation, and I don't want to burden them, and I don't want them to feel obligated to talk to me or be there for me, which again, that's completely just in my head. That is not on them or anything they're doing. It's hard to get over that, and then when you have that mentality, it's hard to, when I already like hate accepting help from people because of like trauma, it's hard to really like get myself to try and let people in. It's kind of a little bit impossible the fun thing about that and about feeling so isolated and alone is that now I've been placed in an apartment by myself, so I'm quite physically and literally alone as well. And without having anyone else here, like, I don't really have anyone necessarily like checking up on me and making me do the everyday things that I need to do. Like, I haven't gone outside since Friday. I'm filming this on Sunday. I went out for Taylor Swift night on Friday, in which it was very, very fun, but I got very ill because I had moved out on Thursday, and Friday was the day where I was like, ah yes, time to take care of myself, and obviously I didn't, and so I was severely dehydrated. I had no food in my system, I hadn't slept, and then like, that's not a good time to go clubbing. My body gave up. But I haven't been outside since then because there's no one really checking in on me and making me do that. I already felt really cripplingly alone, and this is kind of making it worse, and that's again not on anyone. People are trying to be there for me. I don't know how to let them, and I just feel really fucking annoying every time I talk to people. I'm just like, shut the fuck up, no one cares. People don't want to talk to you. She's in a really good headspace, but I want to, and I do have faith that this is the right step for me, and while it might suck right now, it'll lead to better things, and it'll lead to me being happy because I'll have the capacity for it when I'm not living in an environment that is constantly just pushing me down and making me cave in on myself and is feeding all those insecurities and giving me new traumas and stuff. Like, getting out of that environment, it gives me the capacity and the opportunity to get better and to maybe get some serotonin and experience some happiness for the first time in years. So that's exciting, and yeah, I'm just trying to hold on to that. I don't know, this has just been me venting and oversharing as usual. That's all that happens when I sit down and film without a specific plan. Anyway, that's where I've been, that's where I will be. I think I'm gonna start filming the Marco Athena reading vlog within the next week. I don't know how long it'll take me to film, depends on how busy everything else in my life gets. You can hold me accountable soon enough for just being absent, I guess. Just, I miss you guys. Update me on your life in the comments. Let me talk to you. I would appreciate that. It would give me some sense of normalcy, I think. I'll give you a tour of the apartment when it's decorated because I think that's fun, but it doesn't look great right now. We'll get there. Thank you for watching. I love you very much, and I'll see you soon. Mwah.